There we go. Now I'm recording it. Um, and so our next one up is the horse legs, and that was Sabiha. So, Aaron, while we're waiting for more models, I know Edmund and Evans both have a new set of models to work on, but they're quite a bit to do. So, we'll have you do as a matter of fact, I'll put you down here. The horse legs, and it's a multi-viewer, and you can get with Tristan to find out what the multi-viewer pack looks like. Not Robert Aaron. Sorry. I'm going to assign you to the ARC biology project, which is 6 horse legs. The models are done, and it will be a multi-viewer. But the idea is that they'll be side by side. So you can first start with just a multi-viewer, um, and then, but that's, did we get the multi-viewer done, Tristan? Yeah. Okay. And that was Shadiha on that was on the jaw. So I think we're just going to start this one. This is going to be 6 file multi-viewer. Oh, yeah, that would be a good idea. Okay, so a 6 file multi-viewer. Here are the files. They're here, and there's I don't know. I don't remember why there were two of you. Oh, because one is huge and one is small. But you're welcome to use whichever ones you want. And so it's a 6 file multi-viewer. And then after that, Aaron, we're going for a side by side viewer. So somebody can look at two of them and compare them from exactly the same view as we go. So that'll be up. Right. And I don't think Aaron has done any multi-viewer yet either, so you'll probably have to let him uh, look into the source files for a multi-viewer too. And Aaron, that's when we called it the Dino Viewer because we started it with dinosaurs. Okay, so Shadiha spent her week doing midterms, so she didn't do any more on that. So that's okay. Danny, where I see that you've got a couple of new things on there on your menu. How is that going for the molecules? Oh, cool. Right.
on it, like make it a little smoother and stuff. Like I'm almost there, kind of polishing that off and
Okay.
getting that done.
But that
And
but
then
but that's not the one that's published right now, right?
no, no, that's just that's the first build. So that's the
Okay.
second one. Yeah, and then
Okay.
once I are we like limited in space in putting things on the power server? Like, do I need to worry about how much I'm putting on there, or
No.
should I? Oh, okay. Or should I like
Y-
leave the builds there as I do it, or should I like delete the previous version and
No,
just do a
we
new one?
we we like to keep them on and just do a V1, V2.
Yeah, archive copies. So if for whatever reason we need to refer back to an earlier build, it's right there, and our previous links that we may have put in some sort of text file or whatever remain valid.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Cool.
so when I finish the mouse scroll wheel and the for the speed or the zoom, I can't decide which one I want it to be. I'm trying to decide which one is more functional, so I'm kind of playing around with that right now.
Okay.
And then once I add that and yeah, once I add that, I'll probably upload this build so you can just take a look at it and see. And the next thing I was also going to add that we were talking about earlier was because I'm like playing around with it and I'm trying to go up to atoms and like faux click them. Like I don't have the ability to click them actually right now, but I'm trying to figure out if it's possible. And it is kind of annoying when you are because if you're moving your mouse around, then it's moving the way you're looking, right?
Yep.
So if you want to like click on something specific, you kind of have to maneuver it in a specific way, which I think is kind of annoying. So I'm thinking about adding the option if you right click on the mouse for it to just kind of stop the movement and then your mouse can just freely click wherever you want and then when you right click it'll move again. So I
Oh,
think
that would be okay.
You can also set up for a check to see if like a certain key was pressed. So if you're like holding down the control, you could lock the camera.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to do that because that would even kind of solve the problem with the crosshair and then we wouldn't even have to do a crosshair at all, I think. You're just using your mouse, which might make more sense to do
Right.
anyways.
Right. Right. Okay. It sounds like it's all cruising along. That's really cool. Okay. Anything else on that one? Seems like a lot going on.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like all these small things, and if I knew the knew Unity better, I might be able to just get them all done really fast. But again, I'm still kind of
Well,
learning.
yeah, well that's the whole idea is that we keep learning away. And I did see that Unity, did you guys read that? They just bought a company that does these mega sports streaming scans like incredible. Like they'll be 3D scanning a boxing match while it's happening, and then they have the animation right there for the commentators as soon as something happens. So 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 yeah, Unity is going all in. I'll tell you, they're they're trying to buy up everybody right now who might have any cool tech that they can use. So learning Unity and just their environment and everything will I think open a lot of doors as you move forward because once they've got it in sports and they've got it in science and they've got it in gaming and got it in they bought a marketing real estate company, so they're going to be, I think they're trying to do what Autodesk did, which was buy everybody and then put them all under their own brand umbrella, which is like that's cool because they made them, it actually made them into a good company. So Autodesk used to be horrible and now it's a good product. So that's cool. Okay, that sounds good. On our wind tunnel, how are we looking here, Sam? You on, Sam? There you are.
Hey, hey Randy, I'm here. All right, one second. I'm in a crowded place. Yeah, just chugging along. Obviously, I had some setbacks because of midterms, but for the most part, everything's pretty much fine. You know how it is.
Okay, cool. And I've asked John to see about doing a couple of them too. So that'll be cool that we get that we get going on that. Is Dina on also, or do I have her? I think she's on Wednesdays, so we'll see how hers is looking too. Yep. Okay. So just keep on cruising at them and have them go away. Because like if we've got number, so let's see, we've got 006, we have 008, we have 009, and 6409. So if we get a couple more of these, then I think we're good to go on to the next part. And I'll show you what that one's going to be. You're a mechanical engineer, right? Is that what you're doing, Sam?
Yeah, yeah, electromechanical.
Okay. So we'll be working on the stress analysis of these airfoils. So and giving some presentations of those also. So let's do one more so that we've got one, two, three, four, five. Let's say if we get up to six, we're in pretty good shape because that's a good set for the multi-viewer. And then I'll show you how to start doing the stress analysis that we want that's based on these lift calculations. Cool? So that'll be our next. So do one more and then make an appointment so that we can start looking at the and that's going to be using Inventor. Okay? Unless you want to use unless you want to use SolidWorks, but the Design Hub doesn't have a SolidWorks license. You'd have to do it from engineering. So, but it's the same either way, right? It's the same program by two different companies, and you can do either one you want. Cool. So we're getting close into what you're looking for there. Okay. Next up, Nikki, you're doing a bunch of scans, and you've talked with Ed. Have you talked with Evans yet? Either.
No.
Okay. But Edmund is working on Grumpy Owl for you, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah. So that's cool. So he's going to do cleanup and texture on that. So I've assigned Aaron another project that he'll work on when he's not working on the sculpture work. Cool. Um, and this, I don't know, I keep copying the wrong one. Um, and Evans, I'll have to get a hold of Evans. For some reason we didn't touch bases last week, so I'll go over that. And so you're just scanning away and doing stuff, and we're getting close to getting things into place. Cool. Um, and then Aaron, I know we're loading you up, but once you have two sculptures that you can use that we're satisfied with, we'll want to install those in the museum. Okay, so I'm just kind of letting you know what's looking ahead. Okay.
I do have basically until swap out the bas relief and the grumpy owl. Both of those should be done for now.
Okay.
I believe the only thing needed is that we noticed that there is a bug with the symbol we used for audio. So if you go into the ARC the website for the viewer right now, the audio will play, but the button is missing its UI asset.
Oh.
So I'm gonna turn the character that we used into an SVG and then just paste it on top of there. So it's
Okay. Okay. That'll be cool. Um, well, I still think it's going to be useful for you to do the horse multi-viewer. because that will relate to the sculptures because we're going to want the sculptures in a multi-viewer also. So it'll give you a good chance to get some multi-viewer work done.
Sounds good.
But just keep doing the cool stuff. I'm happy with where everything's going. So that's cool. Anything else, Nikki, that we need to take care of, or we're just kind of pushing things slowly in the right direction?
Oh, I don't know. I'm just doing the course. I don't know which sculpture would be the next.
Um,
How long time to finish one sculpture?
well, let's find out on the Grumpy Owl because that one's pretty straightforward, and you're going to find that that each one will be quicker and quicker because there won't be as many questions. Probably Judith would be the next one, right?
Yeah, okay.
After.
First one is good. And I'm doing the horse. Maybe horse can come after.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, the horse one's going to take a lot more work putting all those pieces together. So,
I
um,
put together a body. I try to post in the text.
oh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Oh, yeah, so I see. Let me. So there it is. That's pretty cool. That thing's looking pretty good. The scanner, and then this is the other one of how you got that. Okay. All right, that's looking great. Um, then there's Evans. Let me take care of Dave first because I know that he sometimes has to go through. So Dave, if I get it right, you're working on getting the gimbal so that you can get better images of the bathrooms.
He actually has an image he can share that he's gotten so far of the bathroom, and he'll show you kind of why he thinks the gimbal will be helpful. So he does have a. Let's see if I can get it
Oh,
for you.
okay, yeah. Pop it into the just put it into the production meeting text. Is that the one that you showed me on your quality blog like a week and a half ago? Oh, here we go. I'm gonna I'm gonna turn mine down. There we go. Oh, hey, that's not bad.
See, that's a toilet.
Yeah, and so the way the way we use these is this becomes what they call an underlay, and we import that into Revit, and then we can put stuff in exactly the right place, and then we take the underlay away. So this is actually fairly close to what we would need.
That's with me helping David, and I think if I'm not mistaken, David would be able to do more of it as well from more
Yeah,
perspective. So that's relatively simple. I mean, to get anything more complicated than that, we found that it just helps if someone as steady as possible while scanning.
yep, yep, I got it. So that sounds really good, and that looks an awful lot like a Starbuck. Am I right?
Yep.
Yep. They have they have a certain design, and I'm familiar with it. So, so okay, Dave, that's looking really good. You just keep it cruising, and we did our DMing back and forth on how to get the gimbal. So just go ahead and do that, and we're set. Cool.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
And Evans, how are you doing? We do have ZBrush on. It's accessible through all of the Design Hub um, computers now, so you don't just have to go through the one. We do only have 5 licenses, but they'll share them around. Cool. So,
My text, I basically had an injury over the weekend.
oh, bummer.
Just kind of dealing with that. Yeah. I did manage to send you the finished bases. I think
Oh,
Matt
okay.
updated their controls. That might be something Matt has to look over, which is why I had trouble dealing with that. So, if anything, I did manage to get it a surface, so it finally has a surface, and I made those for 3 versions of that because I didn't know what
Okay.
was close to the detail, the best relief.
Okay.
Just something to keep it low on polys.
Okay. Well, that sounds good. Then let's well, I'll think about what our next one wants to be. Because we got the Grumpy Owl going, and then there'll be the horse and Judith. So why don't we have you, Evans, get with Nikki and put the Judith one together, or clean it up, and that one will probably be a ZBrush, and we'll get some textures on it. So Judith will be your next one. Cool?
Okay, that sounds good.
And so this will be the Judith sculpture. And you can just check with Nikki to make sure you've got the right stuff and the right parts and how they go together, and get the background information on it, and then we'll go to town on getting the cleanups done and all that kind of stuff. Cool?
Right.
I
Sculpt.
think also
That sounds
Tristan
good.
because he worked on the sculpture more.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So which file exactly the final? I don't know.
Okay, so Evans, get with Tristan because he'll tell you which file to use. That'll be cool.
Okay, great.
Okay,
All right. Well, thank you.
cool. And then Jessica, you worked on the museum pretty much
Right.
all week. How did the meeting go?
It went really well, actually. We went through fairly quickly with the yay or nay on who they do and don't want on the mural, and it's really easy to update the timeline that I did because I can just color code it like green for yes, red for no, and leave it white for the maybes.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to send them the link to that later today.
All right.
So we have some definite figures of green go. Yes, we need to include these in the mural, and then Cisco and I will be going through and collecting more images of those specific people to then start drafting the mural.
Awesome. I like it. Okay. All right. Well, does anybody did I get everybody? I think so. Um, Anybody have anything else we need to review? This is what I like about this time of the semester. It really starts kind of cooking along.
I don't have anything to add, but I do have a question.
Okay.
Is there an EduHack shared drive?
Yes. Let me.
Can you add me to it? I need somewhere to upload all of the game files and whatnot. So
Okay.
they're accessible.
Okay. So, yeah, and so let's put, you see what I'm doing. So, and there we have stuff all over, but this is a better game. Slides. And I will get you loaded onto there. What's your W number?
1912537.
There we go. Cool. Okay, anybody else need us to do something or move forward? All right, that's how I like best kind of production meeting. Ends early, gives us time to go out and get donuts. So, yeah. So, okay, and okay, I see the OBJs. They're in that file, so that's good. Um, we'll put those in the. Hold on a sec. So this is the only thing that's kind of weird is what I. It's usually easier for me to download and then upload than try to find where everything is and move it. Nope, I'm just doing the work. Okay, there we go. So, all right, I think that's it, folks. Enjoy and have a good week. Rock on. Toodaloo.